All right, welcome back. Welcome back. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Space City Rottweilers podcast. I am your captain, your host, Mr. Corey, and we back again. I have my co-host here with me. We're doing it a little
Yeah,
different today. We on the Zoom call.
yeah, it's
Safety
different.
first. What's up with it, JoJo?
What's up, Corey?
Ain't nothing much.
Looking good over there.
I appreciate it. Likewise, likewise.
Appreciate it.
It's a
How's
little.
it going? How's life?
Ah, you know, life is life. We still dealing with this craziness and this madness. I think since the
Right.
last time we had an episode, we had another big spike here in Houston, as you know. So
hmm
it's just been more of the same, really. How about for you?
Yeah, man, I've just been keeping busy pretty much at work and with the businesses, just keeping busy with that and just staying safe,
For
doing what I
sure.
can.
Are you starting to see more people wear the mask? I know at one point you said nobody's wearing masks.
No, that was you. I was seeing people wearing masks, but yeah, more people are wearing them now because it's mandated, so
Right, right, right.
you have to wear them. But we've been doing that, especially at my job. So,
Yeah, I'm just kind of I've been over it. Uh, because when it first popped off, it just was that's all you heard, and it was throwing it down your throat. But it's just like,
right.
okay, is this going to be our new way of living? And if so, all right, it's time for everyone to start, getting adjusted into it.
Well, I feel like it's been like that. I feel like this is something that's going to be around for a while until they figure out, how to make sure that everybody's safe from it, find a vaccine or whatever. It's like the flu, but we know people are dying, but we need to figure out something that way people can stay healthy and people can stay safe. But I feel like this is something that's going to be around for a while, and we really just need to figure out how to stay safe and protect ourselves as much as possible.
For sure. I think they're not really taking it as serious as they should because the mortality rate is not high. I mean, it's a spike with people catching it, but
hmm
I guess a lot of people are recovering from it.
Right, right, right. That's true.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
I don't know, man. I'm just it's summertime and not able to do summertime related things, man. No traveling necessarily. No beaches. They shut down the beaches. We typically try to take one trip. I kind of made it a unofficial tradition to go to some type of amusement park for the summer, but it
hmm
doesn't look like that's gonna happen.
I was just gonna ask you that. Like, have you traveled with your dogs? Like, is that something you would normally do, like over the summer or any
Um,
particular time? I guess, but summertime normally people that they're off. So,
I have yet to. Well, no. Let me back up. When I first got my puppies, I traveled with them uh, when they were smaller.
hmm
Uh, I think I took Bruno one year to Southern's homecoming one year,
Ooh,
and
how was that?
had him out there. I probably would never do it again. To be
Mm.
honest with you, it took away from of course me enjoying the festivities,
Yeah.
and it brought more attention to myself and to him. But what did I expect? You know what I mean? I didn't necessarily bring him out there for the attention. I
hmm
you know I just wasn't comfortable with leaving him by himself at that age. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just had decided to bring him, which probably shouldn't have been the right thing to do. Now that when, like the old saying, when you know better, you do better. You typically, when you get a new puppy, you don't want to take them in so many different environments right away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They tell you that you have to, or you should wait until they're fully vaccinated and accustomed to one environment at a time at a young age. So you typically, if you're gonna have them at your house, keep them at your house until
Yeah.
they're of age and have all their vaccines. I mean, it's almost kind of similar to a newborn baby. You don't necessarily jump out there right away, but you have some people that they want to show off their dogs, but that's not necessarily the smartest thing to do because dogs catch things just like we do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You want to make sure that he's safe, but I mean, hey, like you said, you learn your lesson, something you wouldn't do again. Not like that.
Yeah, not a trip like that. Like I
Mm.
definitely would travel with my dogs again, but it has to be, to me, planned a little bit better. Me taking him to that was just him just being there per se. I didn't
Yeah.
necessarily plan or have a set place. Like, I mean, I had the food bowl and the water bowl out there, but it was a lot of people out there.
Yeah. So
You know,
what would you like to do if anything? Like, would you like to take them to certain places? I guess like if it's just like a quality time, type trip. Would you do that?
uh, I like to travel. Period. I haven't done a road trip in a while, but I would take a dog on a road trip with me.
Yeah.
You know, depending on where we're going and how far we're going. I mean, because road trips require long times in a vehicle, and they might need to stop a little bit more frequent. On the road. Like I said, I've never done that experience, but I mean, it sounds pretty cool.
Hmm.
People travel with their animals all the time. Uh, some people buy plane tickets for their dogs. I've seen where dogs have their own seats on planes.
Oh yeah, I've seen that too.
Pretty
I
crazy.
haven't had the chance to experience it yet. I mean, not really looking forward to it, but yeah.
Yeah. I think you have to kind of be mindful. You know what I mean? Not just yourself and your dog, but for other people when you're traveling. Like on a plane, for instance. Like I think I've heard an instance where some people, allergic to hair and dogs and stuff like that, so it can be a little sticky with complaints and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But a road trip sound pretty cool, especially if you have the right type of vehicle for everybody to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking too, more so like a road trip, like, but I don't know, me, I'm thinking more so like if I'm going up to the park or something like that, I would want to bring my dogs.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, taking them to the park or like if we lived on the West Coast or like on a hike in the mountains. Oh yeah, for sure. That's exercise for them
Mhm.
as well.
Yeah, well, I'm talking more so, yeah, because I'll do the state parks here and there
Oh yeah.
out here, so that's what I was thinking more so. But people like camping and stuff like that too. I don't know if you have been into that. I've never heard you speak of it, but
I'm not
yeah.
opposed to it. I've never had the opportunity to participate in something like that. The closest thing to camping that I did was those camping trips. What is it? Fifth grade. We go either Camp Cullen or Camp Olympia.
I never went on those trips.
Sucks for you.
I never went on those trips. Uh-uh. My parents were not having it.
Wow, that was just like a field trip though, you know what I mean? And you just
No, no, for us it was more of like a spend the night type thing, and
oh yeah. I mean, yeah, we
we
definitely
weren't
spent the
doing
night.
it. Yeah, we weren't doing it spending the night types things. My parents were not having it, but I can see that though.
But I
I
think it
mean,
was
how was that though? Did y'all do actual camp things or what? Because you
oh,
said that's
sure, for
close to it.
sure. Well, it was more like a vacation camp like thing. Like what's the movie with the fat kids at camp? They had the pool and all that other type of stuff where they
I know which one you're talking about, but I can't name the movie.
yeah, it was basically the typical stuff that you see on camp movies. You could zip line. I think we did horseback riding. I mean,
Mm,
this was fifth grade, so my memory's a little fuzzy on that. But yeah, we did camp like things.
okay.
It was fun. It was definitely a fun experience. The spending the night and the community shower thing was something new and weird at the same time. And I think overnight we had like some type of wild animal uh, defecated on our patio.
Oh my gosh, really?
We thought it was so cool. Like, oh wow, some wild animal visited us last night. You know what I mean?
Ah! Y'all were hype, huh?
Not necessarily. I mean, I was more like, man, that's boo boo. I don't care what it was.
Right. Like what?
But I think something
Yeah,
like that would be cool to like, take your dog to. Like, uh, the dog would probably, alert you or, hey man, we not the only ones out here, or
right,
what I mean?
yeah. Mhm.
You do you think you would do something like that whenever
Yeah,
you get
that'll
your
be me
dog?
for sure. Oh yeah, I would do that.
What's
'Cause
some
you know
stuff?
me, I like to go, well, I'll go to like Dewson Park or, and hit that run.
Hmm.
I like stuff like that. Or just going up into the woods. So if I'm gonna do stuff like that by myself, no. I would rather have my dog
Yeah,
come
yeah.
out there with me.
Now, that's great exercise for the dog, and it is different. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And if that's something that you do on a regular, the dog would be looking forward to that. Like if they're pretty much. When I say they're, I'm only speaking on what I know. Like with the Rottweiler breed, they like discipline and a routine. Let's just say you that was something you did at 6 o'clock every morning. I
Mhm.
take a run. Your dog will be looking forward to that. You know what I mean? And
Right.
probably be real bummed out that oh, we didn't go running today. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's gonna get attached to it.
Yeah, but that's a bond that you would have with your dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I see people, with their dogs in the parks all the time, like throwing the frisbees and stuff like that.
You don't get into that?
Hmm.
How do you spend your quality time with your dogs?
Uh, man, right now it is more so trying to find stuff that they can't necessarily destroy. Like I have a ball that I throw in the yard with them. Two out of the three of them, they chase behind the ball, but the other dog, she kind of sit back and like, I ain't playing that game. You know what I
Who
mean?
is that? Nala?
Of course, of course, my laid back chill baby.
Eh.
But but she'll go after like the little squeaky ball or like a bright tennis ball. I don't know if
Okay.
I don't know if she's a little afraid of the ball because it's a little bit bigger, but it's easy to keep up with those squeaky balls. After a while, they bite down on them and puncture them and tear them up. So I try to find stuff that's a little bit indestructible.
Mhm.
Um, I do like a little rope pull, like a little tug with them, play with them in the yard. I'll um I'll try to play like some form of tag you're it. Like
Yeah.
I'll single out one dog and particularly mess with that dog and kind of make them run, and then they'll start herding around the yard, which is pretty cool to see them herd. Um,
What you mean herd?
Herding is like all right, so Rottweilers used to herd cattle back in the day. Herding is
Oh, yes, yes,
basically
yes, yes.
getting them all in one particular area and keeping them there. So like
Mhm.
they're circling around the perimeter to keep the
Mm.
cows in this central location. I mean, because that's what the breed was used for back in the day
Mhm.
in, Europe. Because back in the day, people traveled with their cattle.
Yeah.
That was their form of eating when they was, traveling from place to place. So like they'll use a herd dog and a Rottweiler. It was one of the breeds that they was using to, keep the cattle in line. Like, you
Yeah.
know, uh, one cow decides to veer off a little bit, the dog will go get it and kind of bring it back to the pack or whatever or the herd. Like that's what that's,
Mhm.
I guess that's what herding is with the
Yeah.
word initially. I guess because it's a herd of cattle and you're just herding the herd.
Right. So then knowledge just circling around you.
She'll circle around the yard, and not even just her. Chanel does it. Bruno, I single him out. He tucks and he just rolls on his back like rub my belly. You know what I mean?
Mm. He's like, forget all that.
Yeah. But another tool that I'm using or planning on using, kind of tested it out with Bruno a little bit. Just waiting for a little bit more space to do it. I purchased a RC car, and I have them chasing the car
Mm. Oh, I know that's fun for them.
and see the
And
car
good
that I
for you too, cause you get to just play, just
yeah
chill.
yeah. But the car that I purchased it goes pretty fast. So in my backyard, I don't necessarily use it too much
Mhm.
because I think the car can get up to like 65 miles per hour.
Ooh.
So, once we get the big space together,
Mhm.
I definitely would be using that. And that'll be more so of, exercising them and a little fun time with them. And, probably will reward them. Like if they can, catch the car, give them a treat like good job, good job.
Mhm.
And, you never know that exercise or that stimulation in their mind could be used for something else, like training them to chase things down or hunt things down. But that's kind of like how I interact with them and basically just giving them love because you can't give one dog love and the other two don't get love or get any kind of attention because they get pretty jealous. And so it's kind of hard showing one dog love. You can't single one out because the other two are coming right there like, hey, pet me, pet me, pet me. So
Right.
they're trying to pet three dogs at one time, but I can manage it, but try not to make them too jealous.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can give them their individual time, and they'll just know, like, all right, this is my time right now,
Right.
or like you said, to the point to where that they'll just know, like, okay, this is how it goes with Corey. But then we'll all get some love at one point.
Yeah. I kind of feel bad though when I give them the individual time because I feel like I have to sneak like come here, come here, come here. You know, you,
Really?
you know I love you. You know you're my favorite, and they are my favorite. So I just talk to them and tell them little things that make them feel special. But
Yeah.
it doesn't really last too long. Like let's just say they go around the corner somewhere and the one straggler behind, I kind of like psst, try to get their attention, like, come here, come here, come
Mm.
here. And then shortly
Mm.
after, here come the other two, oh, you pet? Oh, so you want to pet people. Okay. But, you know, I sometimes I might just take one dog for a walk versus trying to walk two at a time. I'll split it up, to each dog gets his own time with a walk, and that can be a little challenging in itself because it's, time consuming because they get accustomed with these long distance walking and it'll be 2 hours past after I done finished walking all three dogs. Yeah, but
Yeah, I remember we were talking about that the other day. Well, a while back, about walking them all at the same time, or doing the individual walks, and how that'll just eat your time right there. But I mean, you gotta just carve out that time. You gotta make sure that you get that in for them.
yeah, right now with our summers in this heat, hey, it's either get it done early or get it done later. Don't get it done at all. Cause
Man, this heat has been. Whew. I was out there today. Oh my goodness. For the people that are still working out there in this heat,
yeah, I don't see how they do that.
man, big ups to you. Big ups to you.
For real, for real. Cause I was a little concerned with Bruno yesterday out there. He was breathing, he was panting very, very heavy. I was like, man, just go, drink you some water. But
Yeah.
his mind is kind of on other things right now because Nala is currently in heat right now.
Mm.
So, uh,
Look at him. He
right,
ready.
right. So I'm like, hey, bro, you gonna die. You know what I mean? If you don't drink water, she not going anywhere. So, he finally cooled down and calmed down. But they typically don't really do much in the heat.
Yeah.
In the
They
heat
just
of
be
the day,
chilling.
they chill on the patio in the shade, laying down, just snoring. I mean, it's rough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Yeah. So how would you think it would be for you and how you are with traveling with a dog?
See, that's my thing because I would travel, I feel, not really a lot, but I can get it in. But I feel like I don't know if I should end up just leaving them somewhere to be cared for because I know I wouldn't be able to take them with me.
Mm,
Not like that. Not for the trips that I do take.
mhm.
But, like you said, road trips, we're going to take the road trips. We'll do that for sure. Because I know that's definitely what I want to do with my dogs. Create those bonds, create those memories.
Right,
Because that's family.
right.
So I know I definitely want to get those trips in, go to the mountains or something like that. Go to the beach. Just create those bonds, those memories with my dog.
Oh man, yeah, I forgot about the beach. That'd be
Mm-hmm.
real cool to take a dog to the beach, playing in the sand and in the water. Probably be one hell of a cleanup, but it sounds like fun. That's the type
It'll
of
be
stuff.
fun.
Yeah, that's the type of stuff you got to think about though when you're traveling with them and having a proper place to necessarily bathe them. Because if you in your car, you know that sand and all that other type of stuff, and you, you just kind of got to know your dogs too. Because who's to say that your dog is able to travel? You know what I mean? Some dogs might have some type of health issues to where they can't travel or they shouldn't travel. You know what I mean? Different environments and different climates. Like I guess kind of like how some people got to adjust to like going up to Denver or being so high in the altitude. I wonder if that's like something you have to kind of look into with your dog. Of
Yeah, I think so because I mean, shouldn't that be one of the criterias that you should think about before getting a particular dog? If you know what kind of lifestyle you live, you know what I mean? Because it's essentially about providing the best home for your dog.
right,
And y'all just creating that bond and having a good time, and we're each serving our purpose in each other's lives.
right,
So you got to make sure that you got to be the right candidate to be able to care for that dog. It's not just this is how I see it. You're not just picking and choosing whoever, and if you can't really take care of that dog, you don't need to be in, taking care of that dog because that is not the dog for you.
right.
You need to like give him to somebody that'll really take care of him like he needs to be taken care of. So I
Yeah,
know I guess the kind of life I'm living, I would have to find that particular dog for me, that'll be able to still go out there with me.
right, right, right. I think like on last episode with David, he had said that it's best that you do your research first before
Mm,
you do anything with trying to get a dog. You need to,
hmm
like you said, research the dog that fits your lifestyle. Because he gave an example about a certain breed that's very high energy,
hmm
and he doesn't recommend it for like first time dog owners. Just stuff to look into when you decide on that you want a dog. But some people they just want a dog. They don't care what kind of dog. They just go out there and get a dog. But you
Right.
definitely should do your research. I mean, because you might be a naturally a laid back person, but you have a hyper dog, and that hyper dog is going to need the right amount of attention.
Right. That's not the dog for me.
Or the hyper dog,
Yeah, I know that right now. Because me, I'm more chilled and laid back, but I can also go for my runs, but I don't want to be doing too much.
right?
Not like that. Not like that.
What would be some qualities in the dog that you would want when
Well,
you
I told you I like that French bulldog, but I know that French bulldog is not gonna get out there, at the parks with me. Not like that. Not to run.
right,
But I guess like I would want a dog that can go out there with me that would I don't want to say necessarily hunt, but be on high alert for whatever I need to be on alert for.
hmm
Um, I don't care for it to be too high maintenance, but I'm gonna do what I know I need to do. You
right,
know. So like when we're in the house, we could just be chilling. But see, I don't know. I guess I haven't really thought about if I want an indoor dog or if I want an outdoor dog.
What is it about the French bulldogs that you're attracted to?
Just because they're chill, we'll have a good time and we'll have a good time, but when it's done, it's done.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's some dogs that if you start playing with them, don't put that ball down. They want to keep going.
Right.
I'm not going to do that with you all day. So, just a chill dog that I can just, okay, let's play. You want to play? Okay, come throw it to me. I'll play with you for a little bit. You're done. Okay, I want to play. Okay, let's play. But
But
then I'm done.
but you do know it doesn't really necessarily depend on the breed. Like you can have a chill dog in pretty much all breeds of dogs.
And our breeds, yeah, I can see that.
For the most part, something that they call temperament that they check for. When you're a breeder and you have a litter of puppies, you pay attention to your puppies in your litter because you want to put the right dog with the right family. Like how you said you want a chill, laid back dog, but can still have some get up when it's time for it.
Mhm.
Uh, you know, they definitely have puppies with their own personalities
Right.
in that litter, so it doesn't necessarily matter on the breed, but they
Mhm.
do have breeds that are specific for certain things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But even with that breed specific dog, you can still find the traits that you want to have in that dog.
Right. And I mean, those are the traits that I'm looking for, but as far as the breed, I don't even know how to even go about that.
Right. I mean, because I think the breed is more so just like your personal preference. It's just think of it like a car. Like it's you know, all cars are cars. It's just
Mhm.
what make a model that you like. You know what I mean? You might be
Yeah.
a Chevy person, a Toyota person, Cadillac person. It's still a car, but you have your own personal preference. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And sometimes your dog can be an extension of you, and it kind of should be an extension of you because your dog is a representation of you as the owner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people get dogs for the wrong reasons, of course, because it's cute, and for a dog can be cute for so long until you get tired of it just being cute, and like it becomes a liability at that point.
How would it become a liability?
You got to take care of it. You know what I mean? I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
you just can't throw it to the side. I mean, not unless you want to commit murder. You know what I mean? But
I mean, they cute, but they can still be cute and you knowing your responsibilities. You
right,
know, you owning or having, getting a chance to be with this dog that comes with the responsibility. So with
yeah,
the cuteness. But I don't know. I mean, I like Rottweilers and I haven't really just I've seen those little dogs out there too, but that's the thing. I don't know if I want a indoor dog like that. But I don't know if I want an outdoor dog either.
probably
I
need a
I'm
hybrid.
stuck on that part. Hmm.
Probably need a dog that can be indoor and outdoor.
Mm.
You probably would. You not wanting a dog to necessarily be indoor all the time is because what you want your inside space to yourself sometimes, or what is it?
Hmm. I don't want you in my face all the time.
I hear you.
Give me that space. Yeah. So I would rather that dog just be outside.
I mean, I think the responsibility is equal, whether it be predominantly indoor or outdoor. I mean, because you still gotta feed it, keep it healthy, and also stay on top of the grooming. I mean, I I think with your dog going outside and possibly sometime coming inside, you definitely got to stay on top of the
The cleanliness of
yeah,
everything.
yeah, the cleanliness of the dog, and their training, and to know that do your business only outside, don't do your business in the house.
Mhm.
Some dogs get real excited, like, "Oh, I'm in the house today," and sometimes that excitement might come out with a little squirt, squirt.
Damn.
Yeah, I've definitely seen dogs just pee just because they so excited.
To be in the house.
Well, not
You
necessarily just in
cannot
the house,
control it.
just so excited, just period. Like, oh my god, I can't just believe this is happening to me, and
Oh,
they
wow.
squirt, squirt. Or like when your dog may be a little older, and you might scare it, and it might kind of let out like a little toot toot, almost like with the ladies that have to wear the little pad liners and stuff, because if they laugh too hard, they might tinkle on themselves.
Look at you. Look at you.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I pay attention, man. I listen to when people talk. I may have seen that in a movie or something. I don't know. I don't think I
Look
had
at
any
you.
personal experience with that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I see that though. I see that, but I don't know. I guess when that time comes, that time will come, and I will know. But as of right now,
Are
I
we
know.
rolling into the favorite segment of the show? When it
Ah, well, look, I
yeah.
think I just answered it for you though. I
Yeah.
just answered it for you though. Yeah, we'll see.
Give her a
We'll
couple of more weeks, y'all.
ah, a couple more weeks.
Yeah.
We'll see, y'all. We'll see.
But what do you think would be different reasons why people would want a dog?
I mean, there could be those people who just want, a companion, somebody to have in the house, for protection, to make sure that dog is on high alert. They're looking for that bark. They say the little one's the one that make the most noise.
For
They
sure.
say,
They
like to have in a house.
the annoying dog.
They say those are the best ones.
The best
Um,
ones for what? To get on your nerves?
I mean, hey, if somebody's in the house, you'll know.
No.
You will know. But I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
I
That
would.
wouldn't be for me.
I mean, because what's gonna happen when they alert you? What else are they gonna do?
That's it. You just got to be ready. You know what I mean? You just have to be ready.
I
If if you're living a type of lifestyle, you know what I mean?
Man, I'd rather have a dog that'll let you know somebody in the house and it's gonna handle business.
Yes.
The, the
You
little
would hope.
the little dogs, no,
Yeah, them little dogs, they
I'm
just
not.
gonna scream at you.
I'm not a fan of it. But
So what would you so the Rottweilers, well, we know they're gonna handle business.
oh, for sure, they're very territorial. And,
Yeah.
they protect, but a lot of people think it's definitely in them to do that, but you have to train for that. Like
Yeah.
you just can't get a Rottweiler, put it in your house. It gets comfortable in your house, but let's just say a situation happens and the dog is not trained for it. That's almost like trying to go on a job that you're not trained for, not skilled for. You definitely have to, put that time in and put that training in for the dog to know, all right, this is what I'm supposed to do. Because I watched a video where a guy he did like an experiment or a little study to where he wanted to see what, and it was a Rottweiler. He wanted to see what the dog would do without the protection training
Hmm.
if an intruder came in the house, and the dog basically uh, it did some type of intimidation stuff, but it didn't necessarily. If it was a real situation, the dog didn't know what to do. It didn't necessarily protect
Mm.
the house. It more so just did the intimidating factor. Like, all right, I'm a big dog. Don't come any closer.
Right.
I'm gonna bite you. But
Once it got down to it, nothing happened.
right. So
Would you want Bruno to go through that? Is that something you would want for your dogs?
for sure. I mean, to put it on necessarily on Bruno, I would want all my dogs to have some type of proper training to do that. Uh, you know, people see Bruno and they probably, get intimidated just off his looks.
Right, that's a
But
big dog.
but that'll only go so far. But I mean,
Mhm.
I want all my dogs to be trained to uh to a certain extent. I mean, they are with the little bit that I work with them, but I definitely want professional protection training for all my dogs.
Have you carved out a time frame for when you want, trainings and stuff like that to happen?
No. What you mean by time frame?
Just like if I don't know, like if you want to go ahead and put him through that right now, or if you want to give him a few more years.
No,
Not even just Bruno, like you said, but I guess all of the dogs.
I'm really behind, to be honest with you. With
Yeah.
because it's best to start when they're puppies. I
Mm.
this I mean, it's crazy you brought that up because I was trying to do some research on that just this past week to see is there a point in time to where you can't do any training. Like if they reach this age and they've been having this way of life for, let's just say, give the example, for 5 years, does it make sense to try to train that dog, or is that dog still trainable, or what is it? And I guess that'd be a question that I would have for, I guess, a professional. uh,
Mm. Or you weren't able to find the answer?
I didn't really deep dive like I have should, but it was a thought. But I continue to do my own research on that. But you definitely want to start any type of training when it's a puppy. Really and truly, you want to start some type of training as soon as you get your dog.
Yeah.
Whether it be some training with just being adjusted with how you live, how you live your life, and if you have kids, or what I mean, you have frequent visitors, or what I mean, stuff like that. It is, and it has to be consistent. I was watching a training video the other day, and this trainer, he was just preaching consistency,
Mhm.
and he broke it down to where, all right, let's just give the example that you want to call Nala to come here, and you want her to sit, and you say, Nala, sit. You be like, sit, Nala, and then you do some type of movement, Nala, sit, or you change your tone and your voice. You
Mm.
you gave Nala three different uh, s- uh, scenarios or situations to try to figure out, all right, what is she trying to say,
Mhm.
instead of just saying Nala, sit, Nala, sit, Nala, sit until she sits. You didn't change your tone in your voice, you didn't change any of your movements in your body. So she's sitting there figuring out, all right, what does she want me to do, and then
Yeah.
eventually she would do it, and then that's when you reward her. And you know what I mean, it takes time and consistency with the smallest things. But people get frustrated because the dog is not doing what they wanted to do. They'll go sit there and try to force the dog to sit, push down on the dog's butt or something like that. The dog is trying to figure it out. You just have to give the dog the time.
Yeah. And that's it too, because I just looked it up and it says you will have the most success if you start training your puppy between the ages of 6 weeks and 6 months.
Hmm.
If your Rottweiler is older, it may take a little more time, effort, and patience on your part. So you would have to have that patience if it's an older dog. So
Right. I,
it's
I guess it's kind of it makes sense. That's almost like trying to teach a grown up that's been afraid of water all their time to all their lives to just
to
jump in the
not be
pool
afraid.
and learn how to swim, versus putting a little baby and getting that initial frightenedness in, but getting them comfortable with swimming, and they could swim for the rest of their lives. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah, that's true.
But I think it takes the right owner, or it takes the right uh, trainer or dog handler, for the job. And me, I want to be a man of many tricks, or wear many hats, but
Mhm.
I probably would need a professional, or need professional help, because I'm not trained myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But maybe that'll be a job that I would like to fill in that void eventually.
Do you see yourself? When do you see yourself getting another dog, or is this it for right now?
I'm actually in the hunt. Well, I don't necessarily want to say in the hunt for a new dog, but very soon,
Yeah.
very soon.
Is
Uh,
it is it gonna be a pup? You gonna do a pup, huh?
yeah, I'm gonna do a pup. I have never really thought about getting a dog when it was uh full grown of of age, but they definitely have people that do that.
Yeah.
They definitely have people that get older dogs, and that that's not a problem. I think some people think that you're supposed to get a dog as a puppy, and only if you go get an adult dog, the dog is not gonna get adjusted to you or whatever. But that's not to be true. You can get a dog as old as what 10 years of age, and if that dog has been treated right all his life and is accustomed to people, the dog will adjust eventually.
Yeah. In due time. So with this new one, you feel like you're gonna go ahead and put him through that training?
I don't know. I don't really know about my plans. So necessarily, I'm really just trying to focus on getting the spot together
Yeah.
and getting that done and finished. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
just trying to get that knocked out the way and transition the dogs to the facility, and whatever puppy that I have at that time probably be transitioning over there as well. I mean, because eventually I will have a dog here at the house, even though majority of the dogs would be on the facility. But
Mhm.
um, I will, I plan on keeping a dog here, or keeping a dog around me at all times, and I might go as far as saying that I might have two. You know what I mean? Here at
Mm.
the house, because I heard someone say it's best to have two dogs versus one, because each dog, they'll have something of their kind around at all times.
Mhm.
It might give
Something
them
else to play with.
right versus interacting with humans all the time.
Right.
I've seen a lady where she had two dogs, and one dog is on standby in the house at night, and the other one is patrolling outside at night, and she flip
Oh,
flops
wow.
the next day. And I thought that was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
You know, she had a fairly big piece of property, and she keeps one dog outside just for like wild animals and stuff. Because I believe she owned a ranch, stuff like
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
And the dogs were, working dogs, and that was their job. But they were diverse to where, all right, I'm inside the house today or tonight.
Yes.
All right, I'm patrolling outside tonight. You know what I mean? I'm on standby.
I like that. They had their discipline, huh?
Yeah,
Did she tell you how the dogs were? Like were they bringing back stuff, or how were they when they were in the home? Did y'all get a chance to talk about that?
I don't remember. I saw this online, and I don't remember what breed of dog this was,
Oh.
but
Mhm.
it was pretty cool. They didn't really have an example of they didn't show an example of what the dogs do. She just kind of just was. It was more like a interview type style.
Mhm.
She just was explaining like how it is living with this breed,
Yeah.
and that gave me the idea, and that was pretty cool. Even though like I don't, my house is not on thousands of acres right now, so it won't necessarily be needed for a dog to patrol outside and a dog to patrol in the house. I mean,
Mhm.
uh, if someone makes it to the backyard, you know, the dog would probably meet them in the backyard. But I think it was more so of wild animals
Yeah.
coming on her property, like stealing chickens or coyotes. It's more so
Mhm.
protecting their land type thing.
Right. I get that. That is cool though. I can see that.
Yeah, for sure. Like that was a hell of a tip, because I probably even do that on the facility. I won't be there 24/7. So
Mhm.
on top of, my security, my Vivint security system, I probably had that extra security by, letting one of the dogs, chill inside overnight and, protect the inside. Cause, once you get in the backyard with a whole bunch of Rottweilers, as an intruder, that's not a sight that I would want to be a part of. You know what I mean? Some big dogs and very intimidating. So
Yeah, you don't want to be met with that.
yeah, but I think I don't know. It'd be kind of cool to see how they would act with like a wild animal. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Of a not necessarily another wild dog, but let's just say on a hike and a bear comes by. What will your dog do to protect you?
Oh, yeah. Watching and then probably trying to figure out what to do, get close, bark at it,
Yeah, and
you know.
I think that would have to, your dog would have to be trained for that too, because you don't want your dog to just run off and take off to no bear. You know,
Ah, right. And then there your dog goes.
right? And I think multiple dogs on a bear would probably, be a better case or a better scenario. But one dog on one bear, I think the bear might win,
Mhm.
depending on how big your dog is.
Yeah, that won't be a good one.
Yeah,
Well, hopefully they'll be ready by that time, especially if you're doing anything that's going to involve a bear. So,
yeah. I don't think we have bears like that down here in the state of Texas, so we all right.
yeah, we should. Well, I don't know.
I don't know, cause after this Tiger King stuff, I didn't realize Texas had so many tigers here in the state of Texas.
Like wild animals, yeah.
But Texas is pretty big, man. Uh,
And to be quite honest, people like to do what they can get away with. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure that somebody has some sort of wild animal somewhere.
oh
You
yeah,
just never know until you know them.
I think people have tigers as pets, uh, like you have a dog. I can't remember.
Just like Tiger King, like you said.
Yeah, that was kind of ridiculous. Yeah, uh, I think this was a rapper or a celebrity. He had like a tiger cub as a pet.
Mm.
I didn't know you can, have those type of things. Even though I'm pretty sure it is illegal. But
Yeah, I don't think you can. And like even they were talking about how at one point Chris Brown had like I think it was a monkey, but it was like one of those rare monkeys or just one of those monkeys that you just cannot have in your home.
mm,
And they ended up taking it away from him. But
why? I don't even know why. Why would you even want an animal like that?
because they're cute. I mean, come on.
No, that
They're
cute stuff,
cute. And then too, it's like it's an attraction for other people as well. So
man.
if you're that type of individual that likes attention, you're gonna bring more attention to yourself by having something that will do that for you. So that's why some people get into that.
The cute stuff is gonna get a lot of people in trouble, man. But I ain't gonna lie. If I can get a monkey like the monkey from Hangover, I think that'd be pretty cool.
And I think that's the one that he had too.
Really.
I think so.
Um,
I don't know, man. It was like so long ago.
Shout out to him if that was the case.
Hmm.
But stuff like that, I don't have any monkey knowledge. You know what I mean? I don't know what do monkeys even eat? You know what I mean? How do you raise a monkey?
Yeah.
And
That that type of life is not for me at all.
what type of stuff do you have to watch out? Like diseases and you know what I mean,
Hmm.
contaminations and protection and temperament of a monkey. Like we don't
Right. The
we don't even
temperament.
we don't interact with monkeys on a daily basis. And them damn monkeys are pretty strong.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Man, no. Monkeys is not it for me. When I think about monkeys, it's Planet of the Apes, bro.
Listen, I'm not messing with any wild animals, any of them, unless I'm at the zoo. That's it.
Yeah,
Or maybe if I go to the circus. But
I'm straight on approaching wild animals. If we just so happen to be sharing spaces, I'll check you out from a distance. Like if I'm going hunting or something like that,
yeah,
you know, I would, appreciate and enjoy something like that. But, being on top of you and invading, nah, I don't
like on
I don't
top of you. Uh-uh.
yeah, I don't want to be invading on them and I don't want them invading on me.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
like, we have hog problems down here in Texas, and you got to be careful because they'll kill you. They'll eat you alive.
Have you been seeing some on your side?
No, but I've definitely have seen some deer. There's been some deer spottings over here.
Oh yeah, deer, yeah. Deer, yeah. That's wild.
Yeah, but man, while we had this brief moment, I wanted to take the time out to dedicate this particular episode to a man that goes by the name of Big Man, but his government name was Avon Riley. Uh, he was he was like a mentor, but I think someone said the name disciplinarian
Mm,
at my high school. He played a big role with just keep helping us stay out of trouble, and talking to us and giving us words of encouragement, and just keeping our nose clean. And he
yeah.
passed. Not they don't know exactly when he passed, but he was found in his apartment this week. Man, my condolences go out to his family, all of the different students whose lives he's touched over the years. Because I think Big Man had been there years before I got there, and he actually played in the NFL for a little bit. He played for the Houston Oilers for
Mm,
when we had the Houston Oilers, man, and believe he was 62, so it's still kind of fairly young, man. But Big Man was he was just that big man. He was a
right.
big dude, but he was cool, and when it scuffles and stuff happened at school, Big Man would come through, and he had a way of breaking up fights, man. He was probably the biggest karate man I've ever seen in my life. And he,
Right, and like such a sweetheart too.
yeah,
Like he always looked out. Such a good man.
yeah.
Big man.
He always used to call us suckfish. Hey, what you say? Suckfish?
Yes, may he be in peace.
For sure. He definitely will be missed, man. It just was, I don't want to say unfortunate, but I guess you can say unfortunate.
Yeah.
Just with the times, and, we losing a lot of people, man. But Big Man definitely was, he was good to me uh, in my in my times at Westbury High School. So yeah, man. May he rest in peace and may he be in peace, man. Shout out to Big Man. We're gonna do a brief moment of silence for him. All right,
All right. Be in peace, big man.
man. Think we're gonna wrap it up soon, but before we wrap it up, can't get off without asking you what you think about this Will Smith and Jada Pinkett stuff, man.
Oh,
And I'm only bringing it up because I heard that Will Smith is a Rottweiler lover, so it's the
oh,
only,
really?
only,
Okay.
only reason why I'm bringing him up. Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I just thought that, him and Jada had an understanding.
Yeah,
And if they each decided that they wanted to go out and do their own thing, they're already at a level to where that, okay, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. And like not really feel no way about it. You just know how your partner is, and
right.
y'all have that understanding and y'all have that bond. But I mean, if that's what they want to do, that's their business.
I initially thought August I seen it was lying.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
Situation because I mean this is not necessarily a new story. It just got brought back up again.
Mhm.
He had initially said something about this years ago, but
And that's the thing, like, because I mean, there have been rumors, and I mean, all of this is alleged, right? Okay, at this point now,
no,
there,
I think they
there
came.
have been.
I think they. It's not a legend. I
Well,
think,
no, not the August Alsina thing, but the fact what I'm about to say right now about them being swingers.
uh,
That's been out there about them. So the fact that August Alsina is coming clean about his relationship with Jada, it was just like, okay, this is like the first person to come out and actually own up to being in a quote unquote relationship with either one of them. Because they've each been able to keep their whatever they got going on private. You don't hear anybody else coming out talking about that they used to mess with such and such, and they were with their current, partner.
right.
So to me, I was like, nah, he's telling the truth, but why is he talking about this? This is not our business.
Yeah, I don't necessarily believe in kissing and telling, but
Hmm.
whatever, man. He brought that attention, and I don't necessarily speak on other people's lives and other people's relationships, but it's been pretty funny seeing people online that's going in with the different skits about it. I think I seen somebody use the skit from Fresh Prince when Will Smith dad uh, left or didn't show up, and he was
Oh no, they didn't.
crying Uncle Phil why he don't love me.
Yes,
I
no, they didn't.
They had to do
Oh,
reenact the whole skit, but made it fit to this scenario. It was like, why she don't love me, man?
that's
So,
messed up. That's messed up.
but
I hadn't seen that one. I heard most of because she called it an entanglement, and so I have seen most of those come up today. And somebody made up like a little rap about it too. That was funny, but Twitter's gonna have its day with it.
oh man, yeah, it'll be the topic of the weekend until Monday. You know,
Hmm. But they got it figured out though. That's
yeah,
they're going through that journey. That's their journey.
right. Yeah,
And the fact that they decided to come clean and be upfront about it,
good for
we
them.
don't need it, but good for them.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
good for them.
But yeah, man, shout out to Will and Jada.
Hmm.
Will, if you need a Rottweiler to go after young August, man, hit me up, bruh. Basically, Rottweilers.
Look at you. Yeah, straight up. Give them what's the email, Corey?
Oh,
Your phone number.
Space City Rottweilers 18 at gmail.com. That's Rottweilers, ROTTWEILERS, plural, not singular. We could be contacted at 281-299-8998. Follow us on all of our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube as well. If you are interested in possibly getting on the list of getting future puppy from us, reach out. If checking us out here on the Space City Rottweilers podcast, and you have any questions or have anything you want us to discuss here on the podcast, we can be contacted through all those as well. Or if you just have any questions, don't be afraid to reach out to us.
Yeah, you guys send us some questions. Like, what would y'all like to know?
Yeah, man. But we definitely appreciate y'all for chiming in and checking in again on the SPC. We
Hmm.
can continue to you know, take it up and step it up. But
Mm.
much love to y'all. Peace. Peace out. Jojo, again, I appreciate you for joining your boy again.
No, thank you for having me. You know, it's always a good time.
And you stay safe.
You as well. Stay blessed, y'all. Stay safe.
All right.